I'm sure this will stick in his mind forever. She called simply saying, "Help me." He responded, "Are the kids okay? Where are the kids?" She responded, "Why have you done this to me? Why have you taken my joy away?" She was found later in a beat-up 1991 Audi, smoking a cigarette when the police approached her. She tried to run. Amanda Stot-Smith, 32 years old, had already admitted why she had done such a heinous act. Not only did the father of two of the children, Eldon 4 and Trinity 7, he had already received custody a month prior, but he had a new girlfriend. So on May 23rd, she took her children to the Selwood Bridge, and she had thrown them over. Eldon would drown behind this act, and Trinity would survive. Thanks to the Gallaghers, Patty and Dan, after 1 a.m., they were having a late-night drink on their waterside condo patio in Portland, and they heard two thumps. They're used to hearing things thump in the water all through the night, but not hearing, "Help me, help me." Someone was yelling for help about 50 feet away from where they were. Patty would call 911. It was dark. They couldn't see a thing. Not even the moonlight was giving them a glimpse of where the help me's were coming from. Around that same time, David Hack, who lives in a floating home, he heard the cries for help. David and his companion, Cheryl Robb, motored the boat towards the sounds for help. This would be 25 minutes later, but still, the cries for help were there. Finally, David, he jumped in the water, seeing a partially submerged female figure. He swam back, holding the figure with him. Cheryl Robb would scream, "My God, there's another one." The father of the children, Jason Smith, had said in court during Amanda's sentencing, quote, "Eldon was a human being. He lived a life of pure love. I believe I will see Eldon in heaven. The true nature of this crime will never make sense to me, nor to anybody else. I just want to bear witness to my beautiful son who lived 4 short, beautiful years on this earth." End quote. Smith had remarried and would speak about Trinity. Quote, "She is a superhero who is recovering better than anyone had expected. I am committed to making sure she lives her life free of bondage, of having to think about the person who killed her brother and nearly her. She has a new family, a new mother she can love and will, and put behind the horror and tragedy. The love of my family has not been broken. It will never be broken." He would hold on to a stuffed lamb that his son loved, and he would continue. Quote, "As the years go by and Amanda sits in prison, I hope she realizes that her suffering pales in comparison to the suffering of her children who were thrown over a bridge in a dark and plunged into icy cold Willamette River." End quote. Amanda Stott-Smith pled guilty to aggravated murder and attempted aggravated murder, and she will face a life with the possibility of parole after 35 years in prison. She could be released when she is 67 years old. She agreed to never have contact with her daughter and refrain from drug and alcohol abuse during the post-prison supervision. She apologized, and they said it was the first time for what she had done, and hoped that one day everyone involved could forgive her. She also thanked Jason Smith for taking care of Trinity. Amanda Stot-Smith on June 3, 2023, died in Coffee Creek Correctional Facility in Williamsville. She was found dead in her cell. An autopsy report will be done to find out how she died. A Portland fire rescue boat had been named after Trinity and Eldon.